Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with another Lost City of Un'Goro card reviews. It's cool to talk about Un'Goro again. We have a bunch of neutral cards to go over, including a pretty crazy Kindred legendary minion. And if you want to win these cards, we're giving away 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket. To enter that giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down description below. The one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I'll add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go baroque. So starting off, we have the Primal Thin Challenger, a 3 mana, 3/2 Murloc, so we're getting some Murlocs here. With Battle Cry, your next Kindred triggers twice. So if you're not aware, Kindred means it basically, if you've done the thing before. So if a Murloc has Kindred on it, you would have had to play a Murloc the turn before. So this would work. This would activate a Kindred Merloc if we have one, for example. So this obviously only good with Kindred cards. We don't know all of them. We'll be finding them out throughout the expansion, but it's a neutral that can activate these synergies, and a very good chance that, yeah, I might want to double up on one of those, which would make this a pretty darn valid card. It's a Murloc itself, which might have its own synergies as we go along, but doesn't necessarily need to be that, you know, important of a factor. I'll give it a 3 to 5 in standard, 3 to 5 in wild, because who knows, maybe Kindred works out there and these tribal type of things, or a spell too, right? It works with spells. Could just be a serviceable little card, and typically when a card does something twice, it just kind of breaks Hearthstone a lot of the time. So I'm gonna say this card sees some play, and hey, look at that. We have a 4 mana Kindred Merloc that can be activated by this. It's a 4 mana 3/2 with Kindred, summon 2 1/1 Murlocs with Rush. So if this would go twice, I'm gonna get 4 of those. That's a pretty large board. That's a lot of Murlocs. But if you don't have Kindred going on this card at all, it does nothing. It's just a 4 mana 3/2. So you absolutely need to be playing a relatively heavy Murloc deck. But I was thinking about like Brain Gill combo with this, like for 6 mana, basically draw your deck, giving all those Murlocs card draw. But yeah, we're getting legit Murloc cards here, and I don't know how good that would be, but with like a board buff or just some even menagerie possibly, yeah, Murlocs might have a chance. And I just think of Brain Gill, and I'm like, that actually seems kind of realistic, a kind of possibility. We haven't seen a Murloc deck work in a while. Again, I'm gonna give it a 3 to 5 in standard. In wild, I'll give it a 3 there too. I know the whole like quest, the Shaman Murloc quest hasn't been like a meta power at all, but it's just so good in that deck. So I'm gonna give it an honorable 3 just for that reason. And oh my god, this is the most adorable freaking card art I think I've ever seen. The Platosaur, a 1 mana 1/2 beast. It's so cute with Battle Cry. Draw a card. However, it has Death Rattle. Discard it. So the idea with this card is you want to, you know, play the card with this, right? You draw it, you play it. It can't really be discarded if you played it, right? I don't think it'll remove the minion from the board. It shouldn't work that way. Again, I just think about like Cycle Rogue. This would be great there because you're playing all cheap cards, and yeah, you could probably just play it out. So this is good in a deck that runs a lot of cheap cards. And I just think about Rogue, and yeah, technically this could be 0 mana with Shadow Step too, even though, you know, it's, you don't go to -1 mana, thank goodness. You don't gain mana. But yeah, any like cheap card draw like this, especially in a deck with cheap cards that you just want to throw away, Platosaur goes great. So I'm gonna give this a 3 to 5 as well. These neutrals are actually pretty darn good. And in wild, I'll give it a 3 as well, because Cycle Rogues and all that absolutely work there too. I just see Rogue when I see this card. Might see some play elsewhere, but yeah, looks very Rogue to me. We have the Ravenous Devil, a 7 mana 3/3 beast. Not the greatest evolve target to say the least here, but it has Battle Cry, destroy a minion, which is not too bad, and Kindred, gain its stats. So it's like that old, what was that, the guy that would just eat minions? I can't even remember. He was a menace in the arena. I'll have an image of him, but yeah, you can remove something and get a big body as a replacement, which is nice. I just think, of course, Imbue Hunter, where it's a beast that you can discount, buff its attack, which is all right, but you gotta be running a good amount of beasts for that to work. So not the most synergistic, but typically an expensive removal option like this, if it's not stealing the minion, basically it's just not really going to be worth just one card to remove a minion, maybe gain a good amount of stats. Really good in arena, even without the Kindred. It's good in arena, but on ladder, I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5 in standard and wild. I don't see it making the cut unless, yeah, there's this weird in View Hunter where you run a lot of beasts. Maybe it works there, but even then, it's just not enough in my opinion. And then lastly, we have one epic legendary card here in Torga, a 4 mana 2/7 undead beast. Is this what happened to Oasis Snapjaw? Have they been reincarnated, or their soul is now Torga, where they have Battle Cry, draw a Kindred card. So any card, I believe, that has the keyword Kindred on it. I don't think it would work the Murloc that doubles the Kindred. I could be wrong on that. Yep, we'll have to find out, I guess. And another card that activates it. So if I get a Kindred Merloc, then I should draw a Murloc with that. If I get a Kindred Holy Spell like in Priest we saw, then I should get another Holy Spell having cards that will activate it. Plus, this is an undead beast. Maybe that'll activate Kindred on its own. At the end of the day, it's a 4 mana 2/7, which is a lot of stats, it's a lot of health that draws 2 specific cards. Again, tutoring, card draw. We know how incredibly powerful that is in the Hearthstone metagame right now. Historically, I absolutely can see this seeing some play, right? Just getting, again, like the Kindred stuff in particular, you really want the pieces to come together to make sure it all works, that you're cycling and, you know, you have your Murloc into your Murloc, your Holy Spell to your Holy Spell, and Torga will absolutely help with that. Also really good in that Shaman quest because you got 2 tribes on this, so that can really help to get your adapts going. And overall, neutral card draw at a pretty reasonable price for a good amount of stats. That tutors. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 in standard. I could absolutely see this seeing play with, you know, all the reasons we listed in wild. Again, it's so hard to evaluate for wild because Kindred, how much of an impact is it gonna have there? It's only good with that, right? It's only good with that. I'll give it an optimistic 3 because, you know, you have your Highlander decks that might want a specific Kindred combo. That's kind of what I'm looking at. It might not be too bad there. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. And I gave like most of these cards playable ratings for neutrals already. Looking pretty powerful this set, and that's pretty historic, or normally historically accurate, that the second set of the year is usually the strongest. Like United and Stormwind, hello. Anyways, that's it for now. I believe there's 2 more reveals later today, so it's gonna be like 4 videos total today. Tons of content. Stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.